vibe. I live a vibe. I live a vibe. I live a vibe. My life of
My man, so we are joined today by the guitar wielding one-man band, the Rompus Warrior, Raut Scout.
Hello.
Appreciate you taking the time. Appreciate you coming out. I'm excited. We did this once before. I can't remember if there was a technical issue, but we're here. We're ripping good. I'm a professional now, so we're not going to have any issues. How's your day going?
It's come along pretty good.
Yeah?
I mean, winter's coming a little early.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. I was worried you weren't even going to be able to get into the driveway, but luckily they got out there to plow it in time. So, but yeah, man. So you got
Coming in clutch with the plowing.
before we hype up the next big show you got coming, let's talk about the last little gig me and you did together. the 4th of July Into the Pines Festival. That was pretty fun. How'd you like your first Sterling stage?
Oh man, it was so much fun. Just seeing all the other acts and being able to be one of the performers.
I don't think a lot of people, actually, I do think a lot of people know this. You are a staple in the Syracuse music scene. It is, it's a good show if you see Raut Scout there. If you're in the audience, it's someone who plays and puts their heart in this. Because for the people tuning in, me and Raut Scout, we met in, the basement of Funk and Waffles, back on Marshall Street.
The old location.
Yeah. And he was ripping his thing at the mics back then, and he's still here to this day ripping it to let people know that we do it for the love of the game. You got to keep grinding.
Yep. Constantly challenging myself.
Constantly are, and you're constantly showing improvement, man, and that's one of the reasons I love having you. And I've always been a fucking Raut Scout fan,
Oh boy.
Come on. Quadruple middle fingers to a hater. I've always ride for the Raut. So any new singles or recordings coming out soon?
Let's see. Well, trying to get like a home studio setup going a little bit. I kind of want to try and get the Backpack song going.
I love that song. I love that song.
But yeah, that's the first song I played during my set at the festival.
I remember it, and I've heard it before, and I forgot how much I love that song, man. And
it's the most recent song. It's the most recent song that I finished writing from start to finish.
I think with a good recording and the right time in front of a camera with that song, it could do a lot across the internet. I think it would not only it would resonate with a lot of people. You're a very fun, silly guy, so I think people will enjoy that. And it's very it's from the heart. It's original. It's real. I like it, man. I like it a lot. People. I thrive for authenticity, and it's one thing that Raut Scout will always deliver.
Yep. Yeah, it was a friend of mine that I used to work with at Funk and Waffles that basically prompted me for the song. I was talking about how my backpack was falling apart, and he's like, "Yo, that's a song."
That is a song.
He plays Matt McIntyre. He plays bass in Transient Kicks.
Okay. I'm definitely aware of the name.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I know the individual personally, but shout out Matt for inspiring the Backpack Falling Apart, because that's a low key, that's a sleeper hit. You obviously got your classics, your legendary classic Here Goes Nothing.
Yeah,
that I actually made a cameo on that video, so catch that up. I'll put a link in the bio and whatnot, and at the end of this video to the Here Goes Nothing video, because you ain't from Syracuse and you ain't hit an open mic if you don't know that song by heart.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, that was your request for my festival set.
I know. I will always bat for you, Raut, because you're the man, Raut Scout.
Yeah, and that was the last song I played.
And honestly, I can't. It was. I made sure to stay for that set, and it was a great set, and I loved you had a great crowd turnout. great participation. Like it was awesome
Yep.
to see you do your thing.
It was really hot that day, so people couldn't get up close on the stage.
No.
But everybody was really attentive, and
I was, I don't want to say impressed because I know you had it in you, but it was awesome seeing the community show out for you, because I know you show out for, later. Like I said, there isn't. I bet you your closet is probably one of the only closets that can compete with mine in local band tees. I bet you got a good run for your money in the local band tee game.
yeah.
With that being said, a little diversion. Who's some of your favorites in the scene right now? Who's Raut Scout really enjoying to see lately?
Let's see.
I know you got your ear to the streets, believe it or not.
Well, wildly. Let's see. The two most recent shows that I've been to was E-Man's birthday release party, which you were also at.
Yeah.
With Same Hustle D-Rock opening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met him at in the open mic scene, and yeah, he's really good. I can see why E-Man would throw him on his bill.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was really awesome seeing E-Man like fronting a band.
It was amazing
afterwards.
It was that. Yeah, that is something to look out for people who are tuning in. If you if you get a chance to see E-Man's new project, it is out of this world.
Yep.
Out of this world. Which I had no low expectations on that. That one,
And
is a set and deliver for me. It was exactly what I was hoping it to be.
Yep. And the show before that I caught was a Muck, Kid Called Danger, and BSG.
Heartbroken. I was supposed to be at that show as well, but just due to scheduling issues, couldn't make it out to that night.
Yeah.
But so I'm a little bit far from there. I don't. You're out in Cicero, aren't you? Don't mean to dox you, but
yep.
So I don't. What is Funk like? Is it like 20 minutes from you? For you?
Approximately.
I'm in like the 25-30 range, so when you calculate the there and back, it's a little
I'd say it's more like 15 to 20.
I feel like you're
15 to 20.
Depending on traffic and whatnot. Yeah, I'm more like a 20 to 30. Yeah. And that gets a little but anyways, how was that gig? Was that good?
Let's see, which gig are we talking about?
Exactly. What are we even talking about here? Let's talk about Raut Scout.
Because I actually got 2 Funk and Waffles gigs this year.
Oh no! Okay, so your gigs, yeah. Let's.
One of them already happened. The other is in the future.
Well, let's not hit them with the one that already happened, because that'll confuse them. But before we get into the gig, because I like to say the little promos for the end and stuff. We can tag it in now. What date is it?
The gig that is in the future is the day after Christmas, December 26th.
December 26th.
At Funk and Waffles, 8 to 11. Myself and Yusta will be opening for Felix Free.
That's a lineup and a half. So let's dive back more into the Raut Scout universe and the story that is Raut Scout. What was you've recently dove into the cover universe.
Yeah.
You started doing some covers. Obviously, you sprinkle in your originals. But what was the first cover you learned?
First cover that I've ever done was Holla Back Girl by Gwen Stefani.
Ooh. Okay.
Because that shit is bananas.
That shit is bananas. I've seen you rip that a few times.
But yeah, the first time I've ever done that, Evan from Late Earth was hosting.
As well as a Muck.
Yeah, and a Muck. And also Audibilities.
That kid is talented. I got to get an episode with him. He's
talented. Evan is, and he's also one of my best friends in the music scene.
He's a genuine one. It's funny. We had a little online tiff, and then we met up in person randomly, and this is COVID and then post COVID, and he was very genuine, and I admire him a lot for him just being the person I thought he was. And that was cool. It was awesome that, things get misconstrued through text all the time. But in person, we're all here for the same thing. We're all here to just, show love and make great music and have fun doing it.
Yeah. And I know Evan, I will say one thing, Evan probably has better breath control than most rappers.
Probably.
Because I've seen him like rip like the head case, the brain surgery song, his brain surgery song from the perspective of the brain, and and just seeing how he enunciates everything so well he sort of does like this thing that's kind of in between singing and rapping. It's both very rhythmic and also very melodical at the same time.
I can imagine. So, are there any new covers you're working on?
I do have a couple that I'm entertaining the idea of putting together.
Any chance you'll give the fans a little taste of what those might be, or you want to keep those in your pocket?
Let's see. I really want to do an Outkast cover.
Okay. I can respect that.
I feel like I'm reminded every month of how much I need to do an Outkast cover.
Interesting. What are the reminders of that? What sparks the Raut Scout where it's like, I need to do this cover?
Well, I just hear a lot of people, like, not even in the hip hop music scene, because there's one song by Outkast that people that aren't even rappers cover. Hey Ya.
Yeah.
Which actually does something really cool with its time signature kind of thing. It has an extra measure that's just 2 beats.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay. So we're plotting on that. We're plotting on a little Hey Ya.
But maybe not Hey Ya, because I'm not really.
Hit him with bombs over Baghdad.
That's more of a
bombs over Baghdad.
That's more of a singing song. I'm not, and singing is still kind of a big glaring gap in my skill set.
You're preaching to the choir on that one.
Usually when I choose to cover a song that requires singing, I'll either try to attempt to, lately I've been just more like attempting to rap the singing part, or have somebody else who can sing way better than me sing.
Now, who's your one buddy you have come up and sing with you that I've seen him at the mics?
You're probably talking about Hendrik.
I am talking about Hendrix. Is it just Hendrik?
Yeah, it's just Hendrik. It's like Kendrick
with an H,
but with an H in the beginning.
Gotcha. So,
but yeah, and he's actually one of my he's actually among my favorite songwriters in the local scene. He's like he quickly went from somebody I didn't even know to that.
That's impressive.
But yeah, and he also plays bass, and he can play bass while singing too. He does that like all the time at open mics, and he's also been getting some gigs, which I'm really happy I'm happy to see that he's getting more gigs. He's getting more recognition.
As I am you, man. I am you. So, who put together this upcoming gig on the 26th? Is this a Watts gig?
Yep, it's a Watts music group, and funnily enough, all 3 of us played the July festival.
Yeah.
On different days.
That's where I first saw Yusta, and they're very interesting. I like their sound. They sound good. There's a vibe.
I wasn't able to catch their set because I was busy running the gate at the time. Yeah, I've been kind of working for Ian a little bit. At least for the July festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'll be working with him a little bit more with stuff at Sterling, and also just
the future festivals that are
Watts the Watts music group stuff. But yeah, shout out to Ian.
Makes sense. You guys are all in that realm. Big shout out Ian. It's crazy. So for I want to say about 30 weeks, I hosted Ian's podcast out of this here studio that we're recording in right now. Have still yet to have him on my show. Ian, calling you out, sucker. Come do the show. Oh, I love you. So, what made you pick up the guitar? What inspired that?
So
You figured you wanted to just
so before I started doing the guitar stuff, I was sort of like playing instrumentals while also playing the keyboard, a full like weighted keyboard. And I was like learning how to like coordinate my rhythms, like coordinate what I'm playing, and also with rap, and also with my rapping on top of that. It's really challenging. It took me like a year to like really like to really like get it to competent, to get myself to a state where I can do it competently. And then I phased out playing the instrumental and just playing the keyboard and rapping. And then I got a looper pedal. It was a simple like one track looper pedal that has like has two mono ins, two mono outs. And then it was just before my birthday gig last year with Pat Tato and the Baked Potatoes and Chris Lefever's band that I debuted the guitar. And it was actually a member of one of the biggest local bands that recommended, local bands in the Syracuse area that recommended that I get the guitar.
Now, who might that be?
Brian Laurie from Root Shock.
Okay.
So yeah, he's like one of the legends in just playing keys. Mm-hmm. He's played in a bunch of jam bands, including Root Shock and Pearly Bakers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm aware of his work. He's quite talented. But.
Yes, and I was like asking him like, got any like recommendations for keyboards that I can actually like move around in, that I can get more mobility with? And and he recommended the Axe Edge from Roland, and that's the guitar that I have.
Now, did you go out? Did he kind of help you find one of those, or did you kind of go out on your own? And
I kind of just went to the Guitar Center online store and
just got that,
had it shipped to me.
Nice. That's a unique. You don't see a lot of people doing that anymore. You don't see a lot of people ripping the guitar. So I'm glad he spit that towards you and kind of inspired you to do that, because it's a very unique. It's a very Raut Scout instrument, so it kind of adds to the ambiance that is it. And I like that you don't, no backtracks, just raw. You go up there and you do your loop, and it's sick.
And it works surprisingly well for hip hop, because I get access to so many different sounds with that guitar.
Yeah. So what are some of the other covers some people can expect to hear from the old Raut Scout, the old Rompus Warrior? If they come to a show, maybe if they pull up on the 26th, what might get sprinkled in there?
There's a chance I might rock Soulja Boy.
Do a little
crank that.
Crank a little Soldier. Okay.
Yep.
Raut Scout did it first, Soldier. Raut Scout did it first. You ain't never played it. There ain't never been a rapper with a guitar. Raut Scout did it first.
Yeah, I was like going through the sounds on the guitar, and there was a steel drum sound. I was like,
So, obviously,
I can do something with this.
Raut's obviously your last name, correct?
Yes.
And outside of it just rhyming with Scout, what inspired the name Raut Scout? Where'd you come up with that?
Let's see. So there was like a story that I've been like that I've kind of like been on and off with writing, where the main characters were kind of based on myself and my two sisters. Okay. So yeah, it was kind of a self-insert kind of scenario. My sisters and I were collectively called the Raut Scouts.
Okay.
I started writing music around the time Holla Back Girl came out. and which was like way back in 2005 ish, around that time. And so I started, people just, the people that when I was going to the junior high, ninth grade, there were my friends that I talked to who knew about the story would just start calling me Raut Scout, and the name kind of just stuck.
Okay. And so you just figured you'll just roll it over to the hip hop to your music name as well. Respect. So I'm assuming all of your prior work that's out, the Here Goes Nothing, the your generic hip hop banger, are those all self-recorded?
I recorded like half of it was recorded at Subcat.
Okay.
And the other half was recorded at Syracuse Sound.
Okay.
I was working with Steve Brown.
Okay. He's who masters the audio for this.
Yep. Yeah, I figured you were talking about him.
Yeah.
But yep.
He gets a quick little snippet in every episode, it feels like, just because it's half the conversation. But so you've always recorded with somebody you never self-recorded? I thought
I'm trying to get more.
Didn't you make the beat for Here Goes Nothing?
Yes, I made. I did all the. I did all the principal, like the drum like all the initial drum programming and melodies, choosing the instruments. All that was composed by me for the Rhombus Warrior album, with the exception of Evan's guitar on Practical Rebels.
Okay. Now, what did you? And
there might have been some stuff that Steve Brown added in, like some changes in like some of the drum patterns and drops and stuff, but
just in placement wise. But
yeah,
I'm assuming all the. But what did you make that on?
FL Studio.
Okay. Now, did you make that in the studio, or did you make that at home? Just kind of.
I made the instrumentals at home, and then I just exported the stems to give to Steve.
Like a pro. Okay. What made you start making beats? Like, what inspired you to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this part too? As me, it's just like, I just rap. I've conducted a few instrumentals to be made, but I've never actually decided to get behind the mouse itself.
Let's see. So there was a time when I didn't even know about the existence of digital audio workstations.
Okay. So
I would use Sound Recorder, like the basic Sound Recorder. And by the way, it is like super tedious to like construct beat loops, to construct beats with Sound Recorder, because you have to put the cursor in the right exact spot that you want to paste stuff. You're just pasting like samples and overlaying them on top of what already exists. And if you want to change anything, you almost always have to start over from scratch.
So what you're saying, like you would like record, like you'd like beatbox into the phone or something, and then upload.
Well, I would actually just record samples. Samples that I would just lay into a rhythm.
Samples of what?
Stuff sort of like beatboxing, but it's only just one sound.
No, I know. Yeah, like an example, like banging on pots, or like what are some of the things you would sample, and how would you record it? Would you record it on your phone and then transfer it to your computer, or? I would just
I would use I would use like a simple desk mic.
Oh, okay.
And this was like before I really started getting the more expensive equipment and using that.
Well, no, there's no shame in that game. But I was just curious, like, so what was your favorite thing to sample for like a bass hit? Would you just hit your hand on the desk, or was there like a?
I would actually pretty much always use my mouth.
You just
boom.
Okay. So you beatbox into it.
But yeah, and I do a little
Raut
bit
Scout
more
sound kit.
But yeah, and I'm not even sure if I still have like the original like samples that I used for some of the earliest songs that I've written. pre Rhombus Warrior stuff
What's the first song you ever produced and released?
that I produced and released.
Like altogether, what was the first song you ever released?
That's a good question. Let's see. I mean, there's some old songs that I don't even really, I guess, that I've disowned.
Okay. What was the first year you picked up a mic, and actually started recording yourself?
That I started recording myself. I know I was in high school.
Okay.
I know I was in like ninth grade. Well, it was ninth grade when I started like constructing beats with Sound Recorder.
Okay.
And I also did some like recordings, like usually with really crappy mic quality because, I had really cheap equipment.
That's impressive that you were still even willing to take the time and because I'm sure it felt monotonous and so tedious trying to create a beat in the format you were saying. And
yep.
So you would record with you would kind of record the beats up into FL and try to make beats that way? Didn't FL come
once I discovered FL Studio and I'm like, you could just click, you can just click a little grid and just create your instrumentals that way. I'm like, holy crap, this is so much easier than doing it with just Sound Recorder and then I just picked up FL Studio and kind of just ran with it.
Okay. So what year is this that you discover FL?
Let's see. It was like 10th or 11th grade.
Okay, so what year would that be?
That would be like, let's see. Summer of 2005 was just before ninth grade. 2006, 2007, 2006 to 2008-ish.
Do you remember what generation of FL are we on? Are we still Fruity Loops or is it not? Is it FL?
I'm pretty sure it was FL, the FL, when it was rebranded to FL.
Okay. My first DAW was Mixcraft. You ever heard of Mixcraft? I had Mixcraft 4. So I don't know what we're at in the Mixcraft realm at this point, but
I'm actually not familiar with that.
No? It's a little bit ghetto. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. It was very user friendly. But I'm like familiar with like Logic and familiar with like the brands like Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools. Pro Tools is like the studio standard. How'd you discover Subcat?
Subcat. Well, I actually took an internship.
Okay.
At Subcat.
All right.
And this was actually just before the old Funkin' Waffles location closed down.
Okay. Now
it was that fall. It was the fall before Funkin' Waffles closed down. Funkin' Waffles actually closed down in the winter springtime ish.
Okay. So how'd you what source pointed out Subcat to you? Because I wasn't even aware of its existence until a producer named Dynasty hit me up from there.
Let's see. It was a fellow hip hop artist friend of mine that I actually met in University of Buffalo. Casey Beecher.
Okay. What were you doing out in Buffalo?
Let's see. I was majoring in electrical engineering.
Okay.
But I found out that I'm way better at programming.
All right. And now you bring up programming. I remember, around the time we first met, you were working on some games and such. Is that still a prospect?
I kind of picked that up a little bit after the festival.
Did you?
Yep. So yeah, I've been adding a couple things. Had a couple people test the game. Let's see. I I was like, probably, let's see, another member of Root Shock actually was one of the testers, Tyree.
Okay.
He actually thinks what I have so far is fire.
Nice.
Like we just finished playing a match at Shifty's. That's a bar off the Teal Ave exit on 690. And we just finished a match. And he's like, yo, what are you waiting for? Fire it up again. I want to play more.
Now, is it the same game that I've taken a peek at once, or are you working on something different?
It's the dodgeball thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I've had a brief interaction with it as well. I've seen you working on it over at Funk. It's funny, Tyree's the reason we were able to upgrade to this because he purchased the old interface that I used to use. That was a complete nightmare. Not that, he's obviously knows how to use it better than I do. It just it didn't function as well as this thing does as far as a plug and play system that I enjoy. But, so we discover FL. What inspired you to even want to make music? Like, what made Raut Scout be like, you know what, I can do that?
Well, I never really saw myself as a rapper when I was starting out.
Okay.
I just wanted to be like, I just was like, yo, I love music so much. Why don't I make it? And I kind of grew up like playing video games and enjoying like the music on like all the retro from all the retro games, like Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country.
Okay. Is there any, you said you started making music around Holla Back Girl, but is there any specific song that you were like, you know what? What gets Raut Scout hype? What's a song that gets you ready for the day? What are you waking up in the morning and brushing your teeth to?
I'm mostly listening to music in the car, actually.
Okay, what you hop in the ride first thing in the day? What are you playing?
A lot of video game music.
A lot of video game music? Just kind of like
But I've also been playing more modern stuff. I've been also been really I really enjoy if we're talking like
hold on. Pause it. There's a YouTube video playing back there. I don't want YouTube to capture it.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, flag banned. No, my luck, it will. Sorry, I just caught that. Continue. My apologies.
So, I mean, admittedly, Holla Back Girl kind of like it was the song that kind of hyped me up.
Interesting. It's funny that you cover, because I was always kind of I was a little bit of like a punk goth kid. And the song that got me back into hip hop is "Crank That Soldier Boy." There's just something about the energy and the cultural acceptance of that song that everybody was just like, dude, you know what? This is a fucking hit.
Yeah, it also had people dancing.
It had the whole nine. It honestly was it was a very free moment because you could be like, I felt like you could be. It went across to all cultures. Like you could be a little bit ghetto, you could be a little bit silly, and everybody. And then it had all the sub. Like, you ever thought about like doing one of the remixes, like "Crank That Batman"? Or are you aware of all the other "Crank That" remixes that exist in there?
I am aware of of the people who have did their own version. Yeah, I was I might not be as familiar with like "Crank That Batman," but I did see Travis Barker's like.
So that's Travis Barker playing to Soldier Boy's "Crank That."
It's playing to it, but I am like recognized of all the content.
So it's funny.
A lot of the content that was created around that song.
That video is kind of my career today is an echo from the Travis Barker Soldier Boy video. You know, obviously with the rap punk kind of thing that I deliver with the hip hop and drums.
Let's see. Also, one of the bands that I was like that I was like really into at that time was Green Day.
Okay. Green Day was big on the Raut Scout playlist.
Yeah. They kind of. I know that they were like really popular, like in the 90s, and probably even before that too.
I got into an argument with my mom when American Idiot came out that this is not the same Green Day as when she was a kid, and she's like, "Yes, it is," and I don't get it. Those dudes don't age. They do not age because they still look young. I feel like.
But yeah, the first album I ever owned was American Idiot.
Okay. You still have that album to this day?
Yes.
You seem like a person who takes care of his CDs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sitting on the bookshelf.
What's some of the other ones in the collection? What else we got in there?
Let's see. Got quite a bit of Eminem's discography.
Okay.
Everything up to Recovery.
Okay. That's the good stuff.
Let's see.
You got the good stuff.
I got Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Quite a bit of pretty much her whole album catalog.
How'd the parents feel about hip hop in the household? Were they selective?
I'm the only person who really likes hip hop in my immediate family.
Were they acceptive or selective? Like, okay, so I mean, you're.
I mean, there are some hip hop songs that my mom kind of liked. Let's see. My mom.
You have to bring her some stuff. Be like, Mom, like this is the good hip hop. Like it's not all harsh, vulgar.
Yeah, it's not like it's
obviously you're not going to play your mom some Vinnie Freeman, but but you know, I bet your mom will bump some Macklemore.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, I might have covered Macklemore myself.
What's your favorite Macklemore song?
Let's see.
Is it Macklemore? How do you say his name?
Macklemore. But the song that I covered is Thrift Shop, and I sometimes had
that's a fucking hit. Who's he got on the hooks all the time? Ryan Lewis, isn't that?
Ryan Lewis is the producer for the Heist and the Unruly Mess I Made or something.
Yeah, he be singing the hooks too, doesn't he?
No, it's he usually has independent artists singing the hooks.
I thought it was him on the hook.
Yeah.
The songs I fuck with, I literally thought it was Ryan Lewis who, I drink until I know my cool. Apologies, my middle name. Anyways.
I mean, I'm not it's been a while since I've listened to the deep cuts of Macklemore. I really do enjoy like the Downtown song.
Oh, that whole album was a hit.
That was actually
who's singing in that chorus though? Do you know who does that chorus? I thought that's Ryan Lewis.
No, that was, I think his name was like Eric Nally or something.
Downtown was slap. Downtown was crazy. Downtown was good. Thrift Store. He had another couple hits around that time. Obviously, the same sex one. I don't know.
Can't Hold Us. Same Love.
Same Love. That was a hit.
Yep. But yeah, Same Love was like it was like the controversial one.
Yeah.
About same sex acceptance.
Yeah. Which is silly at this point. That we're still trying to figure out if whatever people want to do.
Yeah, and there's even even back then there was still a lot of homophobia even in the hip hop scene.
I mean, it still is very strong in the hip hop scene. Yeah. I think the only time it's I don't want to say it's not accepted or not, but it's still, I think it's still strong. It's getting more acceptance. Yeah, I mean, I think we're evolving as cultures, as humans, generation after generation.
Yeah.
A generation before us, homophobia was probably at a let's say 60% of the population was homophobic. The prior generation before us, I'm assuming, our generation. Let's put us at 40%. I'm hoping by the next generation we get down to at least 30, 40.
Yeah.
And then I assume we're one or not to get philosophical or too deep, but I'm assuming we're a few generations away from all phobiums and isms and all just cultural divides. I hope, or we're gonna be worse than ever.
I really hope we're going in the positive direction.
I think we are. I think it's painted that we're not, but I think the fact that people like you and I
know that the news is hell bent on making us think that is hell bent on making us feel like it's worse than it is.
I mean, I think you can even contest from somebody who you've spent a lot of time in the downtown community. I mean, it's a melting pot. Yeah,
yep.
We're all gonna fight and argue and get into
even we
misunderstandings.
Even we don't agree on everything.
Oh, of course not. And I don't expect anybody to agree with me on everything because that would I would be suspicious on that in general. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to give to the people before we wrap this up today? Or
let's see.
Anything that they should be looking forward to aside from December 26th at Funkin' Waffles, Raut Scout, Houston, Felix, Free.
Well, I knew that you kind of wanted to steer this away from my November show just so we don't get it confused.
If you would like to talk about how that went down, we can 100% talk about. I don't want to promote it, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want to be like November something. Go to that. Yeah. But no, we could talk about how'd that show go.
Well, I was really pushing myself. I played the whole 2 hours. I did not take a set break.
You played a 2-hour set that day?
Yes.
Okay.
But Jeez. I don't feel like
that was the free show you did, right?
Yeah, that was a free show.
Okay.
I had Connor Campbell with Thrift Shop. He's a fellow singer-songwriter. He does a lot of he kind of falls more into like the folk and country kind of stuff, but he does have like covers of like urban songs, like No Diggity.
So he came in and helped fill in some of the time for you.
He helped. We did Thrift Shop together. I was like pulling up guest artists that I've done collabs with. That I've done collabs with previously.
And that's the best way to fill it.
But yeah,
what inspired you to do a 2-hour?
Well, it's always been it's always the Sunday slots have always been 2 hours for as long as I remember, at least.
Okay.
But yeah, they got on Sundays. They typically have the jazz jam, then the mid show, which is usually free, followed by the open mic.
Gotcha. So you were the mid show?
Yep. Yeah, I played the mid show, and I just wanted to really push myself because I don't think there's a lot of hip hop artists that can say that they've played a 2-hour set.
No, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't do it. Not. And maybe if I had a full band piece and something a little different in like some of the projects I'm trying to work on, I would consider doing a 2-hour. But seems exhausting, honestly.
Oh yeah, I was exhausted the next couple of days, but I'm glad that I was able to do that.
Yeah, I would be proud of myself as well if I was you. Decent turnout for that, or
yeah, it was definitely one of the better attended Sunday free shows.
Yeah. I don't mean to damper on it, but yeah, they can get a little low in occupancy on those.
Yeah. Usually Sundays are really tough getting people into the door.
It's the last day of the week. People want to sit at home and digest. That's my laundry day.
And the other two guest artists that I had were AJ Shine, which you're very familiar with.
I know AJ. AJ's my boy.
Yep. Yeah, you did a collab together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he sent me a nice track that was ready. That's actually one of my favorite tracks of this year. I was going to suggest to him to submit that to the Sammys because I think.
Oh shit!
I think he should. I'm working on having my Vinnie Madison project, the actual album, out by then, so I can also submit that because about time they.
Let's see, but yeah, I actually had AJ Shine doing the ad libs for "Crank That Soldier Boy." Then we did "Positive Vibes," which is the song that we wrote together.
Gotcha. So that's an original between you two.
Yep. We actually do a little back and forth in the third verse.
Cool.
And then we did Vegas by Bad Meets Evil, which is Royce and Eminem.
Okay.
That's probably the most challenging song I've ever done, like ever. Just because
you recreate a beat for that too.
Yep. Yeah. It's mostly guitar. But yeah, I kind of just follow through there's just two loops that I really record with it. And I just switch between the two when I need to. And Eminem's verse is like 90 bars in that song. And it's like wild. It's like so fast, rapid fire. It's challenging on like every level.
Do they live stream the mid show?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have a copy of that for yourself?
I probably should hit up Funkin' Waffles to get the
most people do is
the video.
They just go on their Twitch and just put it just screen record it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if they're doing that anymore. Well, I know that they're going live on Twitch, but I don't think they're keeping those videos up.
They don't. They only stay up 24 hours. You got to go home that night.
Yeah, it's like
and then screen record.
I know that it used to be like a week and maybe even more than that.
Either way, get home that night. That's what I would recommend doing if I was you, because then you can have the recording from the board.
And then
it sounds a lot better.
And then after Bad Meets Evil, I actually did a song where I don't really do much vocals at all in, and I just had AJ Shine rap "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar.
I've seen that cover.
I just did all the instrumentation and maybe like the mustard watermark in the beginning, and also did like "They Not Like Us" for the chorus.
Okay.
But other than that, it's been pretty much all AJ Shine for that.
Are you aware of how long you're doing on the 26th?
I am not sure. Probably at least half an hour.
I would imagine. Well, yeah. What are your handles at? Let the people know.
Well, I've been able to keep my handles pretty consistent across social media at RAUTSCOUT. In fact, it's on the back of the shirt that you were flashing.
I was just gonna hit him with one of these anyway. Just to ignore my gut, everybody.
But yeah, just make sure you look me up right here.
Find them everywhere. Raut Scout. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna wrap this up though.
Yep.
All right, man. Thank you.